Hey guys, how are you? I haven't been active in a while, and yesterday, as most of you know, was New York Comic Con. I go there every year, so I decided to make a video right now of the stuff I bought. I kind of what I spent. I spent maybe about $100. Um, it was an okay experience. Last year was a lot better. The year before that was even better, but it was more anime, and that's get out of here. Like what you want, I don't care. But it's Comic Con. It's not weird Japanese kind of thing. I'm not judging anyone who watches it or anything. It's just there is more anime than comic books, and that's not right. Like I don't even understand. I'm like, oh, is that Doctor Strange? And the guy's like, no, I'm some wizard from some Japanese. I'm like, okay, sorry for asking. But anyway, there was a few cool things that I really liked other than comics, and it was they had a whole writing section where you get books, and I'm a kind of a reader of books. If I find something good, I'll read it. And I was talking to this guy. I like writing a lot, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a horror writer, sci-fi." I'm like, "Oh, right on my alley." So I talked to him for a good 10 minutes, and he, I get signed up. I sign up for this website where other writers like kind of share each other's experiences. It's pretty cool, and the author of this book, I was talking to him. He kind of convinced me to buy it. It was $15, so it's a lot of kind of a lot of money for this, but the book it seemed amazing. So it's called The Burning Time. Let's see without that glare. And it's about it's kind of like a Dresden File kind of thing, where some guy comes into town, in a small town like upstate New York. I only read the first few chapters, but and he's trying to open up the gates of hell, and Dresden kind of guy has to stop him. It seems pretty cool. So check him out. The author's name is J.G. Faherty. I'll put his website, I think. This card right here. Yeah, it's jgfaherty.com. That was his last name. But it's cool. I recommend it. Anyway, this is just a little free pamphlet they gave out. Kind of cool. Next, the way I got in was my friend's dad is kind of like an investment kind of guy, and one of his investors is a comic book guy. And I don't know if you just saw that. I don't want you to see that yet. That's a light bright. Jeez, I'm sorry. And he got his VIP so we could go in the lounge, and we got there an hour early. So I felt like I had to buy something from him. So I was looking through his stuff. He had $5 graphic novels. My bad, half off. So this was a $20 one. I got it for $10. And I was really getting into Constantine, so I bought Hellblazer. I think it's issues 34 to 46. Really cool, really big book for only $10, so I had to buy that. This was probably a really good deal. I don't know. I was talking to this guy. I think they were Israeli, or it seemed like they were, and I was just I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll just ask someone what they think. So obviously he was gonna give me something a little pricey. So I'm like, what is a good kind of Batman story? And I knew this story already, but it was kind of behind a few shelves. He's like, this one. It's not really, he kind of hid it for like someone. But he's like, you can get this. And he's like, just because we talked, I'll give you $20 off. So it was originally $70. I got it for $50. I got 1 through 4 of Batman Year One. So that was really cool. He said this is a great series. So, and the first issue looks pretty much mint. So I'm really happy about this buy. I'm gonna leave this one to the end. That was a really good book. I got a whole story behind that. Alright, so we got Thor 129. I think these were like $3 books. Not the best condition, but I really like the cover. There's a little piece missing. Yeah, you kind of see that in the glare, sorry. But the Verdict of Zeus kind of made me want to buy it. I bought a few Thors actually. 138. Love this cover. Nothing's really missing, just a few tears. It's not perfect, man. That's alright. I like reader copies anyway. Mighty Avengers. I don't know why. The Avengers 68. Really like this cover with the Vision on the floor. I think he's dead. I think. I love Black Panther, and I love the Wasp, and that's a great Thor too. So I'm really happy about that. Fantastic Four 43. I don't have any Fantastic Four. I might have like one, and it's like I wanted a Silver Age one, so I got that. Cover looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty old like the Silver Age because the pop art. I think Captain Strangelove was talking about that. You don't see it really, but I think pop art meant it was kind of older Marvel Silver Age, so it's kind of caught my eye. I bought a few Daredevils because you can't not buy Daredevils. Number 51, pretty cool cover. He's on like a not a bean bounce. A bean, I don't know, the things you walk across, you understand. He's like standing on that. He's crossing over a building. And this is my favorite cover. I always wanted this. I've seen it in a lot of people's videos. It's so it's like a picture in the back, and then it's the comic there. I'm going to show you Daredevil 45. Very cool. And I'm going to talk about more on Daredevil in a few minutes as I go on. I bought some DC now. Only 2 really DC books. That's because they looked amazing. Not best condition wise, but kind of, you'll understand. Alright. Justice League of America 27. It's a very nice cover. I love the old Justice League. I love the old Green Lantern and the Martian Manhunter. There's Batman in here. I don't think Superman was kind of funny. Maybe I'll look at it. And this is really cool. It's kind of like a Rachel kind of thing. Justice League, man, thy name is brother. It's like United Nations kind of thing. So you see a black guy there. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. And you got like Apache Chief or Native American. It's pretty cool. They all like kind of unite. And I think it's because these guys are all different origins too. Maybe it's him because he's like Egyptian. They're like white, but I don't really know. Then this is the first book I bought. Pretty nice condition for it was $10, but he put it in a $3 bin. So that's Avengers number 38 and Mylar too. And on the back it's half off, so I got it for $3. Really nice book. I love Hercules. I love all the like mythology kind of things. And there's another. Ooh, let's not mess that up. It might not stay now. That's really kind of stink. Alright, I'll just hold it. But that's just another one. But two. Now this. Alright, so I go to. We leave a little early because we were like sick of the. We kind of looked at every booth already that we like, and there was no really film, kind of games, but this is weird. Kind of. I didn't really enjoy it as much. But so we're like walking around because my parents are in the city, and they're like, "Oh, we're eating now. Give us an hour or something." So we're just walking around the city, and Jeremy, I'm almost at the left hand. My friend Jeremy, we're walking, and he's like, "Oh, do you know what this is?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Hell's Kitchen." So it immediately made me think of Daredevil. I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty cool." We turn the corner and we see a giant ass flea market. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, we don't have a lot of money left because we all spent it. We're like, "Oh, we're so stupid," because there was a lot of cool stuff. There was a lot of military antiques and stuff. I'm into looking at stuff. I love finding stuff and kind of like garage sales, thrift shops. Like that's what I kind of like. And at flea markets, I've heard a lot of you guys talking about how you get comic books from there. And so I'm going through this one guy's thing, and they're $2 books. They're like okay. And then he has this one other box, and they're like gems. I'm like, these are $2? He's like, no, you're crazy. I'm like, yeah. So we start talking, and he's like, oh, I'll give you a good deal if you get a lot. There was only one book, and I didn't want to like. There was actually a few books, but I didn't want to like piss him off by like giving a bad price. So I just got one book. Like, I have $12. It's number 12. Can we do it? He's like, yeah. So Avengers number 12. I was so happy. This is probably my holy grail of the whole thing. Yeah. Kind of just did this a little fast. I didn't buy as much as I wanted to. I was going to hit the dollar bins, but I like quality over quantity. But thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.